Hey guys, this is gonna be the Zercher squat. I love combining this with a zombie squat, where the zombie squat is a fantastic way to make sure you're creating stability and the bar is gonna fall right off your shoulders if you're not able to maintain that upright torso. Or the Zercher squat is gonna be a fantastic way to work on just core stability, right, for the obliques, the back, and just making sure we're maintaining an upright posture, not as much through stabilizing through breathing and bracing, but more through the muscles, right? So both work very, very well for improving your upright torso, especially with front squats. But a Zercher squat is a fantastic squat to add into your programming, especially if you have problems with your front squat and you get down into these positions. You're like, oh man, it's really tough getting up, and you end up rounding forward and either losing the lift or completing it, but in this angry cat position that we really don't want to be in, because we know here a lot more tension and stability than way up here. So again, the Zercher is a fantastic way to work on core strength, also stability, but biases more strength because of the position we're in, and because of how far this bar is going to be in front of us on our elbows. It's a lot more taxing on the core. So how to do a Zercher? You want to rack the bar lower because it's going to be wrapped around our elbows. And learning how to do this, a lot of people can actually Zercher the same or more than their front squat. But the limiting factor for you actually might just be this is just relatively uncomfortable. So having long sleeves on, I'm only gonna do the bar today, so I should be fine. But having long sleeves on, having some kind of pad here, some people use a fat bar, but all right, that might be your limiting factor. But what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you the Zercher squat and why it's fantastic, because it's really gonna wanna pull you down and your core has to work to keep you up. So one more thing to keep in mind when we're doing these, you wanna make sure we're not crossing over. The moment I do this, my shoulders wanna round. It's almost like doing a front squat. Hard to pull it up, but it's almost like doing a front squat where you're crossing over. We don't wanna do that. We wanna be in this rotated position with our hands out. So again, we're here. We want your feet a little bit wider than when you would typically squat. You're gonna take a deep breath in, keep that core nice and tight, and you wanna hinge back. You wanna push your hips back first, get deep into the squat, keep everything nice and tight, and come on up. So the Zercher, guys, you should really feel your core, be like, holy cow. Feel my core really activating. If your knees cave in or you're too narrow, you're gonna get down to this in this position. You'd be like, oh man, my elbows hit my quads in the front. You don't want that to happen. So you wanna be a little bit wider. And this actually gives you great cues to know, hey, oh, I can't get any deeper because my elbows are touching my quads. So guys, this is a Zercher squat. It's a great way to work on core strength and keeping this upright torso right in front squatting.